It's pretty fitting that Firwood Farm Alpacas is nestled in the heart of the Puyallup Valley because there, alpacas who've been abandoned or their humans just can't take care of them anymore find new people to love and new families to bond with. Leanna is an alpaca rescuer, and she's our very special guest today. Welcome to Spirit 105.3. How did you get into alpacas?
Well, I had always worked in an office. In fact, my last job, I was working for a police chief at a local police department. And after a couple of trips to the hospital because of stress, my doctor highly recommended I quit my job, and then I needed something to do. And I found some yarn that actually had alpaca in it. My mom had taught me to knit and crochet when I was little, and I thought, what's an alpaca? And that's what started me on the journey.
Wow.
So what is the difference between an alpaca and a llama?
So mainly their size. Llamas are bigger. They're both in the camelid family, so they're actually also related to camel.
Wow.
Okay.
Llamas are 300 to 400 pounds. Alpacas average about 150 pounds.
That's a big difference.
It is.
So, Leanna, you rescue alpacas. First of all, why did they need to be rescued?
There you go.
Right. So we've owned alpacas for 15 years, and the last 10 years we've done rescue and rehome. Rehoming being there are people who have them and for some reason can't take care of them anymore, illness, divorce, they have to move, and so they'll contact us and ask us if we can take them in. And then our goal is to find a new home for them. That's the rehoming part. And then the rescue part is we work with local animal control. We work with Pierce, King, Snohomish, Thurston County when they have animal cruelty or animal neglect seizures of alpacas or llamas. They'll contact us and ask us if we can take them in, and then a lot of times the rehabilitation process can be longer because typically when animal control gets involved, there are dead or dying ones on the property.
Oh.
Yeah, so we bring them hopefully back to health and are able to find homes for them again. In fact, we have 3 boys in the trailer right now. We're taking to a camp out in Long Branch. One's a rescue and 2 are rehomes. One's from Snohomish and 2 are from Mount Vernon.
Wow.
So if you're somebody who's thinking about getting an alpaca, should I do this, should I not? What are some of the things we need to know about them, the best things and the hardest things about having an alpaca?
Right. Alpacas are defenseless, so they tend to be pretty skittish around people. I'd say if there's any negative about alpacas, it's that they really don't like to be touched because they are defenseless. So, they're kind of wary of people. There are some out there. In fact, we have one female right now that's been pretty much participating in our alpaca yoga classes. I have some pictures of her from this last weekend. And she literally went over and laid down right within all the yoga participants that were in the pastures. So there are some out there that are friendly, but the majority of them are pretty skittish. You also have to have more than one. I don't adopt out any less than 3 because they're defenseless. They're also a herd animal.
Oh.
So for them, there's safety in numbers. If there's one single alpaca or llama, they tend to be pretty anxious and nervous because, again, being defenseless, if there's only one of you, and something were to come in and, try to attack you, that's a 100% chance that, you're the one that's going to get attacked. But if you're in a herd, then you feel a little bit more safe.
Wow. Leanna, how did you fall in love with alpacas? What is your favorite thing about these amazing creatures?
Well, I think for me, what I tell people is they contribute to the cost of having them just by growing their fiber. The fiber that they grow is warm like wool, but tends to be more soft, almost like a cashmere. So they contribute just by growing their fiber, and they don't have to end up on a dinner table to, pay for the cost of having them. The fiber that they grow, some of it gets processed into yarn. There's another woman-owned business who lives out on the coast near Aberdeen and Hoquiam, and she has a mill, and she mills our fiber into yarn, and then we sell it in the shop, and that's what supports our rescue. And then there's another woman down in the Yelm area who has a mill, and she makes rugs and also dryer balls for us out of the fiber that's not as soft. They'll contribute to the cost of having them their whole life, even when their fiber isn't as soft as they get older, but it's still usable.
That's awesome.
Do you have a favorite alpaca?
Oh, goodness. Well, I don't know. You're not supposed to have favorite children, right?
Yep.
I think one thing with alpacas, their lifespan is typically 18 to 20 years. With llamas, it's about 25 years. One of our first alpacas that we got in 2006, her name was Whiteout, and she kind of stole my heart from the beginning, and she unfortunately passed away. She was just a week shy of her 20th birthday 2 years ago. She did give us one baby, and I still have him, and he's kind of our family favorite as well.
Oh.
But now our alpaca that's so friendly, Miss Betty, she's stealing everybody's heart. She will walk up to you, and she actually wants to be touched and petted. And she also came to us. We assumed she just came pregnant because there was a male in with her and another female. So she just had a baby 3 weeks ago.
Oh, my.
So we have a little one, too.
Congrats to Miss Betty.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, and we haven't, because we do rescue mainly, we don't get ones that are pregnant very often. So we actually haven't had a baby on the farm for 6 years.
Oh.
So it's been pretty exciting to have one again. And of course, they're so cute and everybody's so excited to see the baby.
Well, we're excited with you. Leanna from Firwood Farm Alpacas, thank you for being with us on Spirit 105.3.
You're welcome. Thank you.